Hello. Guess what? I boomered the stream. I know you guys are shocked. I know everyone's really, really shocked that I did that. Unfortunately, I was streaming to the wrong stream. I'm not sure how that happens. It was saying that it was with Clint from Liberty Lockdown, and there was 3 people in there. I appreciate those people coming over to the other stream where we're supposed to be. But we got a great show for you guys today. I'm really excited. I don't know if you guys are excited, but I am definitely excited. And we did hit 2,000 subscribers on the YouTube today. You guys are amazing. In honor of that, I put out a contest on my Twitter. If you guys go to my Twitter, @JoshuaAtLarge, the newest post on there, well, probably not the newest one, the one with the link for this show is the newest one, but the one before that is a celebration where if you quote tweet it and put a screenshot of your subscription to Break the Cycle on YouTube, you have the opportunity. I will be giving away 2 Break the Cycle t-shirts, awesome t-shirts from toplobster.com, and one winner will get a year-long subscription to the mug club that I've started, that I've stole from Steven Crowder. It's a really cool mug. You get to be invited to the Discord chat server that's already filling up with great people. It's basically a Patreon tier that you'll get for free for 1 year. So definitely go to my Twitter, do that. If you guys have the opportunity, please take the link for this show and retweet it, share it on Facebook, share it on, I don't know, whatever website you're on, MeWe or Minds or all that stuff. If you guys could start sharing that stuff out when we go live, that would be amazing. I appreciate all the support you guys have given us. Let's talk about some sponsors. Of course, we have Lorenzotti.coffee for all your Italian coffee needs delivered directly to your door. They're amazing stuff. It's the best coffee, really, that me and Julie have ever had. We're really, really happy to have it. We need some more. If you're watching, Lorenzotti, send those beans, baby. TopLobster.com, the man, the myth, the legend, for all your graphic needs, graphic tees, graphic hoodies, graphic hats. The guy will probably customize some shoes for you if you need. He'll definitely take care of your podcast or anything that you need, your website. I mean, this guy is amazing. He needs to start doing cartoons. I think that'd be really cool. Not wearing one of Top Lobster shirts tonight. I'm actually wearing this great enemy of the state Rothbard shirt made by none other than our guest tonight, who we will get into soon. Of course, anthemplanning.com for all your emergency and crisis planning needs for your business, personal, whatever it is that you need. They're amazing. They're Delaware Mises Caucus members. Definitely check them out. And I will have Amy Lepore from Anthem Planning, the owner of Anthem Planning, on the show on Wednesday. She's going to talk about how absolutely shitty the government is at doing emergency planning. So that's going to be a fun show. With that said, we have a great guest tonight. He is a shitposting legend. He's iconic. If you remember him being removed from Twitter, every one of us made our Twitter header one of his tweets. He's amazing. He's the CEO of Wild Cherry Pepsi, and he's here to tell everybody like it is tonight. His name is Neoconremover. How you doing tonight, sir?
Fantastic, sir. Thank you for having me on the program.
Yeah, of course, man. Hey, really sorry about that stream, but you know, what would Break the Cycle be without me boomerang the stream before we go live?
Return to tradition, bro.
Yeah. Reject modernity, right? So I'm sure everybody in Twitter land is wondering, man, how did you become this iconic shitposting legend? How did this happen, man?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I used to, when I first made my account, I didn't really understand Twitter. It was the first Twitter account I ever made was in like 2019. I wasn't on it for a long time. And I was just like, not sure what stuff people posted. So I would just serious post and like respond to articles like seriously. And then, but I'm like always, I think I'm a generally funny person, but I didn't really understand what Twitter was for. So eventually I just started posting like kind of funny stuff. And then people were like, it got really good responses. So I was like, oh, maybe people like it when you're like not a serious like person all the time. So I just started doing more of that.
Well, hey man, God bless you. You know what I mean? We appreciate you. Twitter would just not be half as fun if we didn't have Neoconremover there to remind us about how funny all the bad shit in this world can be. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, and talking about all the bad shit in this country, how do you feel about this vaccine passport talk? This is literally my dividing line with people that I'm going to work with. It's you either love the vaccine passport or you hate it, and that's going to how I go forward with my life working with people. That's going to tell me who I can trust and who I can't. But what about you? What are your feelings?
Oh, I love it. I think it's a great idea. Real big fan of the Vax passports. I'm gonna try to get as many stamps in mine as I can. You know,
You
I'm
gonna
get
go
them
for all
all.
3 vaccines or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the little St. James stamp. You know, all my travel destinations. Go to Mar-a-Lago, hit them all up.
Are you gonna fly on the Wild Cherry Pepsi CEO plane?
Yeah, it's a private jet, of course. You know,
Nice.
so it's obviously it's a private jet. It can do whatever it wants.
Of course,
You know?
of course. Well, funny enough, we're talking about the vaccines passports. I know you're trying to be funny here, but
Trying.
we're so Neoconremover and I have just decided we're going to talk about some of the top news stories today because there's some hilarious ones. And the first one is hundreds of thousands of vaccine doses go unordered by states amid outbreaks, spurring calls for a new approach. Do you think that means that a ton of people are just foregoing this vaccine?
I'd like to hope so. I mean, with the government, you never know if it's like a miscalculation problem, right? Because they have literally no incentives or a way to read what the market wants. So it could be that, or it just could be that people are doing the virtue signal thing of I'm going to take the vaccine, and then it's like, okay, well they're out here now, and people are like, well, you take it first, you know, and they're like, I'm not going to take it now, of course.
Right.
So who knows which one it is? Maybe there are the people who are virtue signaling on Twitter about the importance of vaccines when it comes to getting the needle, are just kind of like,
Well,
not today.
I noticed that the majority of the people getting their vaccines and then virtue signaling about it on Twitter are really excited about donuts, man.
Oh, I thought you were going to say are white women. Yeah, both are true.
That too. Both things can be true, but they are white women that are excited about donuts. I mean, it's the most mayo thing I've ever seen. Like they literally get a year's worth, a daily donut for a year from Krispy Kreme's.
I know.
How is Krispy Kreme's wrapped into the vaccine lobby, man? I don't get it.
I guess the same company that makes the insulin needles makes the vaccines. I don't know. It's kind of be a little corporatism going on.
Oh, there's definitely something going on, man. I mean, I don't know if Krispy Kreme's is getting kickbacks from Moderna and Pfizer, but I don't know. I don't know what the pedophiles are up to these days, but they're definitely up to something crazy, man. Okay, Slurp Gang, we get it. I see it in the chat. Hey, they want us to say Slurp Gang, man. I think that's your thing. By the way, the first time I ever saw Slurp Gang on Twitter, I'm such a boomer. I was like, oh, is that from that's from Fortnite, right?
I disavow Slurp Gang. I disavow all gangs, any gang activity. I don't go for gang warfare. So disavowed. Slurp Gang disavowed officially on the show.
Oh dang, you have been disavowed, Slurp Gang. But what about Tower Gang?
Trump got asked about David Duke. I don't know Slurp Gang.
Oh,
I don't know Slurp Gang. I don't know him. I don't know what they said about me, but frankly, it's not great.
It's But what about Tower Gang, man?
It's a gang.
You can't disavow Tower
Gang. I made
this
clear. And look, there's good people on both sides, clearly. Okay, there's good people on both sides, Tower Gang, Slurp Gang, but, you know, they're not sending their best, frankly.
What blue check has gotten to you, sir? Which blue check?
The most?
No, I've been saying which one?
Like which one took me over? Yeah, dude, Brooklyn Dad Defiant.
Oh god, that's
for sure.
Worst.
He messaged me after all the trolling, and we actually hit it off. He's a great dude. I'm actually watching his kids while him and his boyfriend go out.
I think that dude is legit trying to get all 3 vaccines. I think he's trying to get 5 jabs.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you got to be, first of all, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Let's talk about this because that's a company that until the 90s was putting asbestos in their baby powder. And now we're like, oh yeah, an mRNA vaccine. Why won't we take that from this company? They're totally safe. They've been making baby shampoo forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
no more tears vaccine.
Yeah. The no more tears vaccine. I mean, I feel like that's, I don't know, man. That's just a bad idea. And that's the one that's having like the most side effects too. That dude's legs like fell off or something.
Joe Biden?
Yeah. Is Joe Biden still alive?
I just thought he lost his legs.
Did he lose his leg? He might have. I don't know. He definitely lost his speaking capabilities. That's for sure.
It's very true.
He's probably been spending he's probably spent too much time at Epstein's Island, I think. Made him old. And then the adrenochrome supply is down because of the lockdowns, I think. But speaking of Joe Biden, let's talk about some other headlines. Obviously one of the top news stories today is Biden's executive order plans for gun legislation in this country, right? So I'm like, I'm relatively defiant, and I'm like, fuck you, you're not coming for my guns. I mean, there's too
You're
many
a regular Brooklyn dad.
I'm I'm that kind of, but not that kind of Brooklyn dad, right? I'm the corn fed.
You're even more
Brooklyn.
defiant than him.
Yeah, a little more defiant in the opposite direction. Not the kind of defiant where I'm like, yeah, sure, come on over to my house and just do whatever you want to me, government. Why not? Sounds like a good idea. But so, I'm like, okay, well, let me look up what this legislation is. Let me see what's going on here. And so I go and look, and these are the actions that he's trying to take. The actions include expanding background checks for certain types of guns, which we know is probably going to be long guns, because especially a lot of states, you don't need any kind of crazy background check for rifles.
But the background check is going to be if you ever liked a PewDiePie video or something.
Right. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be something like, yeah, like, if you've never joined one of our pedophile parties before, like, you can't buy a gun or something, right? It's going to be some kind of antichrist bullshit. And then, let's see, regulating stabilizing braces built for pistols. And then this is the one that gets me. There's two that get me really big time, right? Investments in intervention programs for violence-prone communities. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The crime bill, basically.
Right.
It's coming back 2.0.
So, but can we talk about how that's going to be aimed directly at, black inner city youth? I mean, obviously, right?
100%.
So he's basically passing legislation. He's going to try and pass legislation through the executive order to toughen on crime in these inner cities. And it's like, how did the dumb leftists never see this coming? I mean, this guy,
as if George Floyd wasn't defenseless enough,
Right. Well, here's the thing. He literally authored the tough on crime bill that, disproportionately locked up black men in America, and the lefts are like, oh yeah, the police, down with the police, no more racism, no more this, and then they voted this guy into office, and now he's doing the same shit. Now he's president.
Yeah, he thinks he is. Actually, I'm not sure if he even thinks that much.
Yeah, he doesn't think a lot. I mean, when they let him out of his nursing home at night, I'm sure he thinks a little bit. But so there's that one, and then there's creating model red flag legislation for states to pass. Now, we know there's already some red flag laws in some states, right? I mean, technically, isn't that what got Duncan Lemp killed?
Yeah. So
what this says to me is, we got John Brennan out here calling us, every libertarian or whatever you want to call yourself, ANCAP, whatever it is, it all falls under a libertarian banner to me. And we got John Brennan out here saying that we're putting the ATF agent that literally stood on the ashes of dead children in Waco in charge of shit. And now we're gonna start pushing for red flag laws for all the states federally, so that we can have a ton of Duncan Lemps all over the country. I mean,
yeah, they're setting up the dominoes for a boogie situation, I believe. I mean, that's all that. If all that stuff goes through and gets enforced, really is what it is. It's not great to say the least. Without being too doomer black pilled on it, it's not good stuff for sure.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Oh, look at that. Your the chat says to tell you to come up with a Madball style shirt, which I definitely agree with.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What would it say though? What would it do? I have to think about it.
I don't know, dude. You'd have to be someone pretty tough to take the place of Freddie Madball, that's for sure. So
yeah, I'll think of that one. That's gonna be a good one.
You're pretty into hardcore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why all your shirts are hardcore mashups. They're pretty dope. If you're into hardcore, man, you need to definitely check out. What is your website again?
It's literally gayobamapizza.com.
Oh, that was what I was going to introduce you with. I was going to say the man who's going to single-handedly take down Wayfair. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
I totally forgot. That would have been so good in the intro. So
it's okay. We'll get it in post.
Yeah, because there's a lot of posts on the live streams, bro. So, what's up, man? You doing okay? You all right in there?
Yeah, bro. I'm good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. You
Hell
got.
yeah. Show's going good, man.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
it's
it.
a good show. It's a good show. I get a little, I still get a little nervous, surprisingly, but
Talking to me, I don't blame you, bro.
yeah, definitely you, man. I mean, I'm like you're like the shit poster I aspire to be like. You know what I mean?
Oh, I appreciate
But
that.
I can't.
I wish I had 11,000 followers, so it's all good.
Yeah, I have 15,000 though, but that's
Oh,
close.
okay.
Pretty
Well,
close.
no, good job. That's the last time I looked.
If you're one of my followers and you're not following Neoconremover, you're doing yourself a terrible disservice. You know what I mean? We could take some questions from the chat. That actually might be fun. Ask him what the fuck the mask thing is. What do you mean what the fuck the mask thing is? It's literally, that's White Boy Summer right there, man.
Mask? Oh, like my avatar?
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
I don't want to reveal that. The real ones, by the way, real ones do know, and there are real ones on the timeline who do know.
Oh,
so
I'm sure
you can seek them out and pressure them about it.
Oh, I'm sure. So another really cool news headline from today is Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, who me and Clint talked about this on the last show quite a bit because we're both from California. Gavin Newsom is a complete piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit. He's literally the reason San Francisco is such a fucking mess. And then they voted, Californians, as dumb as we are, voted him in as governor of the whole state so that, the whole state could be covered in poop and heroin needles. But now he's saying he's going to reopen the whole entire state fully after a petition that circulated that now has about 2.5 million people signed on to recall the governor. This is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. Who did he used to date?
Dude, he was like married. Let me check this real quick. I'm pretty sure he was married to Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend.
No shit. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. That's pretty funny.
It's pretty amazing because to go from like that to him, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. So how are things going at Wild Cherry Pepsi, man?
Oh, they're good. Wait, I thought we were talking about the California stuff.
I was going to. I didn't know. I was like, oh, I know you're. I don't know if you're from California. I don't know if you know anything about it. And then you were like,
I don't know dick about it. But we can make fun of Gavin Newsom. Also, yeah, she was fucking married. So Kimberly Guilfoyle was married to Gavin Newsom, but now she's like dating Donald Trump Jr. It's pretty funny.
We should always. I mean, yeah, we should definitely always. Everybody in the country should be talking shit about Gavin Newsom.
I didn't know he was Nancy Pelosi's nephew. I figured her nephew would be like 70 years old.
Oh yeah,
based on how old she is. Yeah.
Well, he's he's obviously an antichrist.
For sure.
So he shut down the whole. I left California 5 minutes before the lockdown, like the 24-hour lockdown was imposed, to move to the middle of the country where there's no oceans and no mountains. But I don't have to deal with the fucking tyranny that California presents every single year. And this was the worst of it. You know what I mean? But since the shutdown happened, he shut down all the restaurants, and then he'd open random restaurants so that him and his friends could go and have mixers and drink wine. And there's probably 100 pictures of this guy out at bars and restaurants doing this shit. But he's not the only governor that's done it either. So, and yeah, who the fuck is named Gavin anyways?
I kind of like that name. But anyway, hey, check this out. So he says, that's my dad's name. So he says that he's going to fully open the state, but like, I don't even believe that. I mean, I know that he's probably only saying that, right, because there's that petition you were talking about. But, I mean, like, that's kind of like when they say they're going to legalize marijuana or something, and then it's just like, you can't have this much, and it's taxed at this rate, and it's, you can't have it here and all that stuff. So it's like when they say, oh, they're going to open the state fully, I mean, it's not going to be like it was pre-COVID, right? Like, you think it's still going to be a bunch of, like, bullshit where it's like, oh, it's open. You just have to have a vaccine passport, and you have to wear this suit.
Sure.
You wear this hazmat suit.
Well, here's the thing is, and actually I talked about this with Clint too. He's totally right. What's going to happen is they're going to reopen the state, right? But then there's going to be like 3 million, like, screeching, crying leftists there that are gonna berate anybody who goes out in public, berate anybody who decides to go to a fucking movie theater, berate anybody who's like wants to go to a restaurant and take their mask off for 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, that's the thing is they don't need the law to do it anyway. Like they've literally like I think Carr said this. They activated sleeper cells and turned like private citizens into cops. So you don't need to have laws saying to wear a mask. If you don't wear one, even if a place that doesn't say you have to, you'll get like 20 people coming up to you telling you to wear one anyway. Like it's their fucking business.
Oh yeah.
Like people literally just became the private security for the country.
Oh yeah, it's horrible
for the empire. It's crazy.
We've gotten pretty lucky with it here in Iowa. People aren't like, they're not like all over us for it all the time. I go to,
all 20 of them are very cool. And
all 27 Iowans that live here, they're pretty cool about it. There's like one that's, looks at you funny, but, I haven't worn a mask to the store or anything. And I don't know, the only place that forces you to wear a mask here is Trader Joe's. And I stay the fuck away from there anyways. My girlfriend loves it. She's like all organic and hippie dippy about food and shit. And she's like, oh, I'll go there. I'll take them. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not putting on the mask. I put the Batman mask down a while ago. Actually, I had a mask from Top Lobster that I was actually proud to wear. It was a bunch of NPCs with masks on it that said wear the mask or whatever. Or God, what did it say? Conform or whatever. I don't know. It was a really cool mask. So I'd wear that like at the height of the pandemic. So everybody would look at me and then shake their heads, But Cotton says hi, by the way, Bert.
Oh, very good. Tell Cotton I said hi.
Oh, he can hear you, actually. He's in the chat. So.
Oh, wait, are we recording?
We're live.
Oh, shit.
Did you not know this was a live show?
No, honestly, I didn't. I'm sorry.
That's totally cool, man. It's definitely a live show.
Wow, that's great.
That's why we were streaming to the wrong stream before, and so I had to change to the right stream. But that's
I thought that was like a euphemism for you had to pee really bad.
No, I really actually.
I thought you were like, yeah, hey, bud, I gotta go change the stream. I was like, hey, man, do you? Like, I don't want to get involved.
Oh my goodness, dude.
I'm a libertarian, bro. Live and let live.
Are you? So you are a libertarian then?
No, not at all. I'm a Nazbol.
Oh yeah. I'm sure some people would probably say that about you.
Well, it's because they can't take a joke and they think everything's serious and they're horrible. I hate them.
Fakertarians on suicide watch for sure. Poor guy.
Well, that was even regardless of me because half of them are on hormone blockers.
I don't know. Everybody who's there. You know what's funny about? You want to know the funniest shit about Fakertarians in the whole world of all time?
Sure.
I was one of the founders of Fakertarians.
All right, well, I gotta go. So,
no, this was years ago, dude. Years ago, and it was like essentially to call out these communists that were trying to come into the Libertarian Party, right? And then I think I left it when it started going after Eric July. I'm like, that's it, dude. This isn't my shit anymore. Like, I'm out of here. But I wasn't like the head admin or anything. I was just like the Chadman, pretty much. You know what I mean? And then,
yeah, it's weird. Why does Fakertarians have such a problem with Eric July and Maj Touré and Hotep Jesus
and several Jews?
You hate to see it. That's the way. I hate to see the alt-right influence coming to libertarianism, but I guess Fakertarians just has some sort of weird libertarian to alt-right pipeline that they do. I don't really get it.
Fakertarians is the libertarian to alt-right pipeline confirmed. They're just trying to hide all that stuff, obviously.
Yeah, they're just being ironically like leftist.
Ironically, they're trying to act like the ADL and the SPLC.
They're irony bros.
Definitely Lolberts. I know the whole chat's mad at me now. They're like, really Fakertarians? That was you? It used to be cool, man. It used to be cool people there, I promise. And then one of them started turning into a mutualist, and I'm going, this is a weird turn you're taking there, buddy. He was the guy who actually started the page. And I'm like, I'm a mutualist. Why don't you explain what that is? And he's like, well, properties, rent. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. Rent is theft. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm fine. That's it. I'm done, dude. I'm not a landlord or anything, but Jesus Christ. The Fakertarians to Fuentes pipeline, Evan says. Wait. I think I have do I still have that sound loaded up? Fuentes! Oh, I do. Yeah. I
can't hear it on my end.
I know you can't hear it, but I actually have.
I'm assuming it was the N-word. So
no, yeah, probably. Yeah, that's what it was. We're trying to get Neoconremover removed from YouTube for life. But no, it was. I have this sound clip queued up that's actually TJ Roberts screaming Fuentes at the top of his lungs. It's hilarious. If you watch this, as not a live stream later, you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch my own interview for sure. I'll definitely do that.
Dude, I have to do it all the time. This is literally how I get better. Although I don't really get better. I keep boomering the streams at the beginning.
I think this is good.
I always have some kind of like crazy audio issue going on. I had one intro where I literally didn't unmute my mic for like a minute and a half.
That's awesome.
And I found a way that you can edit your YouTube videos, your live videos later, but now for some reason they want to actually replace the live video, so you lose all those views which is just stupid because I don't know about you guys, but I want to monetize this channel and it takes a certain amount of viewer hours.
Wait, you do? I haven't noticed from your Twitter. That's interesting.
Oh, you didn't know that I had a YouTube channel?
No, I didn't notice that you wanted to monetize it. That's
you couldn't tell?
No, I couldn't tell you were interested in getting like subscribers. You should tweet about that more. Probably, you should probably tweet that out more.
I should. The funny thing is, like, I work these 12-hour shifts, right? Like, I'm literally on day 6 of working 12s back to back to back to back.
I'll talk with the management at Pepsi.
Oh, I appreciate that, yeah, man, because
the bottling company's really putting you to work.
Yeah, dude, I've been working my ass off, but I get up at like 4:30 in the morning for work, and the first thing I think is like, you know what, my Twitter doesn't have enough of. Posts about subscribing. I should make one.
Very good.
Very good.
Well, it's clearly working. You hit 2K, dude. Congrats. That's legitimately cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty, especially because this is like week 6 or 7 or something for the podcast. So really, I appreciate you guys a lot. Like everybody watching, everybody chilling. Almighty Beej, who always every single show is throwing cash at the chat. I think Cotton actually figured out how to use the OBS donation on there finally too. I can't, to the people who are asking about super chats, I can't do super chats on Facebook until I monetize the channel, and you can't do that until you have 4,000 watch hours and
get both vaccines.
Yeah,
correct.
and now they want the vaccine passport. It has to be
to monetize the channel.
Yeah, it has to be Wild Cherry Pepsi like approved. You know what I mean? It's stupid. Corporations, you know how they work. But yeah. So. Cotton's leaving. He did say take care and he misses you or something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Just kidding. I love you, Cotton.
Oh man. But yeah, I was saying Almighty Beej, who throws money like every show, and so I get this little like pop up in the bottom corner of my screen, and there's like a noise and stuff. It like startles me every time I'm in the middle of like talking to Scott Horton or something, and he's like going on and on and on about like Iran or something, and then all of a sudden it's like ding 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 ding, and I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, it's my because I'm such a boomer about this stuff. I'm like, is it messing up? Is there something going on? But I do appreciate you, man. So what else, man?
Oh, I don't know what's in the news.
Oh,
what you got?
You want to talk about some more news?
We can. I don't. I don't have a lot to talk about except for, of course, the great taste of Wild Cherry Pepsi, which, as you know, recently has the show Cherry's Wild on the Fox network. Great new series, great show. And I actually recently visited their global headquarters in Harrison, New York, and they've assured me that all of their workers love their jobs and are very happy to be working for Pepsi Bottling Ventures, Inc., a subsidiary of Foxconn Technology. And I want your listeners to know that I love my life and my family. I am not depressed. I never have thoughts of suicide, and I'm a great driver and a big fan of Pepsi Cola. I want to formally apologize on your show for a tweet I made regarding the Wild Cherry Pepsi brand. It was a tasteless joke, and I regret making it. The Pepsi company takes mental health as serious as physical health and works with underserved communities to make sure disadvantaged people have access to Pepsi Cola. Here's the cool thing. Fans of Break the Cycle with Josh Smith podcast can now get 10% off any 2-liter of Wild Cherry Pepsi by using promo code I Love the Antichrist on the Wild Cherry Pepsi Bill Gates mobile app. All right? And
okay.
Remember, if you join the app, there's a trivia game, and the ultimate prize is an autographed Dr. Fauci 5G Moderna corn syrup vaccine. All right, so that's promo code I Hate the Antichrist, or I Love the Antichrist on the Wild Cherry Pepsi app.
Can it be like a love-hate thing?
If you say hate, your phone blows up in your hand, like the ones on the plane. Those fucking.
And then you're immediately infected with 5G, and so game over for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ, I love you. You might be my favorite guest. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just like, okay, awesome.
Well, they have a gun to my head right now, and
that's what I figured was going on. It sounds like you're under duress here, bud.
Hold on a second. Is that okay? Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Is that the WATF or that's got you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did
W stands for women. It's the women ATF that Joe Biden started, where it's just like the ATF, but everyone's like fat and pregnant.
Sure. And again, for like the third time, we're not bigots on the show. Women can have balls too. We get it.
Oh, sure. Maybe that's the Madball ripoff. Is my balls? And it's a woman.
That would be a good one. I would probably buy that shirt.
Don't.
Here's another good headline. CDC ramps up scrutiny of rare post-vaccination breakthrough infections.
Yeah, rare, like the people who died from COVID statistically.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, and it's like every day we see these like infections coming after the vaccine, right? Like it's constant. Oh, sorry. Are we allowed to say vaccine on YouTube? I don't know. The V word, I guess.
We've said it a lot, but we could just say every time you want to say vaccine, just say vagina.
That's a good one. I like it.
They'll promote it. They'll put it on the kids channel if you say that.
What was oh man, I was listening to your guys' podcast from yesterday. It was so funny.
The VA?
Yeah, what was you call the VA?
I don't know, the Vagina Association or something.
The Vagina Association. I was dying. I was like, I felt bad that gay Arcus would have to go to the VA to begin with. I'm a veteran and I refuse to go to the VA. Like, no, not doing it. But he called them and they're like, he's like, can I get a mask exemption? And they're like, no, you don't want that. COVID's terrible. You're gonna die if you don't have a mask. Almighty Beach said we need 40,000 watch hours. No, we need 4,000 watch hours, bud. 4,000. We got any other? You guys got any questions in the chat for Neoconremover? Yes, Neoconremover has a show. Is it actually your show?
It's well. That's a hard question to answer. I'm not sure whose show it is, but it's called Not a Podcast, and I'm on every episode.
Yeah.
So we'll just say it's really run by Anarcho Gaylord, aka MMA Archist, aka Howley Hunter, aka I don't know. He's on his 10th. Yeah, he's on his like 10th Twitter account, but you know him, the Duck Avatar.
Yeah, he came on my show. He came on my show. I think it was my very first show to talk about the ATF, and he was the one that called them the gay TF agents, and the WATF would now be one letter away from being a recognized
gender or something,
gender sexual minority or something. It was pretty funny. It was probably one of the funniest. I go back and forth between him and Clint, and who came on as Ace, obviously, because we're all Ace, and Mustard, and I mean, I've had some really great people on here, and now we have like, you're like the final boss, dude. You know what I mean?
I mean, you just said Scott Horton, but sure.
No, I mean, like you're like the final boss of shit posters that have been on my show.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so it's his podcast, and I'm just on every episode. So I don't know, make of that what you want.
Somebody asked, what got you started in graphic design and bottling Pepsi?
My love of doing art on the computer, as random as that sounds, and the Pepsi thing, I had no choice. They threatened my family.
What kind of gun did they hold to your head? Do you know?
It was a ghost gun.
Oh, nice. Oh, today
it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's like boo, and you're like, okay, spooky, I'm gonna work for Wild Cherry Pepsi.
Luckily, they're banned now, so it's all good.
Yeah, because
thank God, get them off our streets. Yeah. These damn ghosts.
We got to get the ghost guns off.
Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, Nick Sarwork, your favorite cousin. He was talking today about how he loves rub and tugs from the TSA. Do you have any thoughts on rub and tugs from the TSA?
No, but I will give him credit where credit's due. That was a pretty funny tweet. It was like I was like making jokes like that, but I think if like everyone knows if I like tweeted that instead of him, people would have thought it was funny.
Oh sure. Oh,
they got to give him credit on that one. That was good.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, are you a fan of TSA rub and tugs though?
I haven't gotten one myself. They always just let me go through. I don't know what that says about me. I've wanted one for years. Every time I go to the airport, they're always like, I'm like, can I, you want to, they're like, just go, just get out of here. Just keep going.
Since your name's Neoconremover, does that mean that you're a brain tumor?
Oh, that's a good John McCain joke. I have not heard that. Very solid. Props to whoever said that. It took me a second. That's good.
That's definitely Nick Ashley, who is coincidentally the person who has gotten my audio to where it is for this show. Because if it wasn't for him, it'd be like 6 weeks later, and I'd still be here on the computer, like, I don't know what's going on, like screaming up from the
shout
basement.
Out to Nick Ashley for sure.
Yeah, he's totally cool. Let's see. Do we got any good ones? Who's the next neocon to be removed?
Well, what was trending today? Henry Kissinger.
Was that trending? Let's see who's trending today.
He was, and then because I guess people after Prince Philip died, I guess people were like,
"Is it Kissinger's time?"
Yeah, and then I guess because DMX passed away as well, and they were like, it's the rule of threes thing, and I think people were like hoping it's Henry Kissinger. I saw his name went trending, and then Ben Shapiro tweeted like, this is just the worst cancel culture possible. Whenever someone's wishing death on another person, just like, yeah, dude, cool, like whatever, bro.
Yeah,
let's get Ben Shapiro trending.
Well, yeah, no shit, right? Ben Shapiro, who coincidentally doesn't think sex is important or some weird shit. He's kind of trips me out, that guy, man. I don't know. I'm glad that my voice doesn't sound like his.
If he's just not that worried about sex, he must not be that orthodox of a Jew.
Jesus. Kissinger is a solid pick, by the way. Let's see who else. Did Alan Greenspan already go? I don't know. But somebody said great Shapiro voice. Huh. Oh, is Nick Sarwork a Fed?
Well, what's the Tom Woods line, bro? I think that's his line where it's just like, if he wasn't, but or if he was or wasn't, would he be acting any differently or whatever? I'm going to butcher that. I don't actually remember exactly how he said it. It was very elegant, but it's essentially, that's the gist of it is, if Sarwark wasn't a federal agent, I mean, like, what would he be doing differently than if he was? Like, he's acting as if he is, essentially. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's really funny. So when all that stuff came out, I don't know. We can actually talk about this like legitimately, because I was on the board with Nick when he was the chair of the party, and so that was actually.
How tall is he in person?
He's much shorter.
Sorry,
he's like 5'10", I think. He's like 4 inches.
You said was it 5'8"?
5?
What
Yeah,
did you say,
sure.
5'7"?
5'7" or so.
Okay,
we'll go with 5'7".
We'll go with 5'5". Cool.
definitely shorter than me. But so here's the thing. When that stuff came out from who was it that put out? I don't remember who put it out, but it came out on WikiLeaks. It was like a list of people who were involved with some big military contractor, and the list was supposed to be high-level agents. And WikiLeaks they check this shit, right? Like they look it up and they like verify that it's real, right? And when it came out and his name and address were on there, he's like, "Oh, well, my brother-in-law got me a subscription to their magazine, and that's for a year as a Christmas present, and that's why." And I'm going, first of all, why in God's name would anybody get a libertarian a magazine subscription to a military industrial complex like contractor for a year, right? And
I just like the pictures, I swear.
Yeah,
I get it for the articles.
I was just looking at the pictures, I swear. But I didn't really give
big
a lot. Big plane's
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he really does have autism. He really got it for the big planes.
It could. But I just didn't like give it any thought, because I was just like, all right, whatever. I was on the board or getting ready. I was actually running against him for chair at this time, and then got on the board with him. And after 2 years of working on the board with him, I could no longer like deny that he was a Fed. You know what I mean? I was like, there's no way that any libertarian in this party would be doing these things if they weren't trying to sabotage the party. I mean, that's basically what I took from it. But I used to talk.
Yeah, totally.
I used to talk to these old school libertarians from the party, like party libertarians, right? That were around since the beginning, and they're like, listen, they're like big deep drag of a cigarette. For every 5 people you meet in this party, one of them's a Fed. And these are people who were around since the beginning of the party. You know what I mean?
This is a great plug for not joining the Libertarian Party right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
You were doing my footwork for me.
And I'm like on the board. I've become so gray pilled on the Libertarian Party. Like I want it to succeed. I really do. And I want to see Dave and all these people like take it over from these fucking assholes and do something good with it. But I'm so gray pilled on it after actually working for the board for almost 3 years now. I'm just like, I just don't know if it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
But that's also one of the reasons why I was like, fucking, I'm not going to run for chair again either. Because even if I became the chair, while I think I could make it a little more successful, it's still going to be like, just a drop in the bucket.
Does the chair appoint who runs the Twitter account?
Yes.
Become the chair.
I know.
Then make me
Angela McCardle will do a good job, dude. She
doesn't even follow me, bro. So how is she going to appoint me to run the Twitter?
Are you kidding me? She doesn't follow you? We're going to have to change that.
No. So, well, either way, I just want to I just want to run the Libertarian Party Twitter account. I know that like Malice would be, better for it for sure. And he said he would do it. So I guess if that situation works out, that's great. But if not, let me at least like ghostwrite for it. I don't have to have admin access, but at least someone like from their DM me and let me send you some shit to post on the National Party account.
Yeah. Hey, how do you feel about the 2020 Cardi B Classic WAP?
Oh, heater. I mean, absolute heater.
Like
banger.
Like 1 to 10.
Man, I really like it. I'm not shit posting. I think it's really dope. I don't want to say 10. That's wild, but I would definitely give it like a fucking 8. It's really good though. I fuck with it heavy. Sorry.
You fucks with it heavy?
Definitely, 100%. No joke. It's really good. That's random though. I don't know why you.
Somebody put WAP in the chat, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this.
Oh sure,
this is gonna be a good job.
I get you. Yeah, we're taking questions from the chat. I love it.
Would you consider a Malice Neocon Remover ticket in 2024?
That's no. What? Dude, absolutely not. But that is would be hilarious. I understand why that would be a very fun thing for it to happen. It'd be
a 50 state media tour with you and Michael Malice. I mean,
yeah, it would be. Well, the tour would be fun, of course, hypothetically. But the reality of doing it, I just don't think it would be the way. I don't think it would go down.
I think it'd be great. Are you enjoying your donuts from Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, dude, back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Like I say every day when I wake up, hop out of the bed first thing, back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Do a back handspring right into the sign. Get a hot dozen, scarf them down, dude.
You're only allowed to get one. How many vaccines have you had, man?
I get 12 a day.
12 vaccines a day or donuts a day?
Both. You have. I thought. I mean, I've been doing it wrong, but I thought for every donut you get, you have to get a vaccine.
But I thought it was you got. Oh God, is that your dog in the background again? What is? I think your dog.
I'm sorry.
You just need to put.
It's not close to the mic.
You just need to put the dog on your podcast from now on, I think.
Yeah, I can't help it.
Do you think
I'm an animal lover, dude?
Oh well, that's a good thing. I don't think
I'm a white woman.
So are you a dog mom then?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a dog mom respecter.
Have we all been assuming your gender for this whole time?
Definitely. Which is, as you know, anti-Semitic to assume my gender.
Asymptomatic.
It's asymptomatic, yes. It's asymmetrical. For sure.
Will you wear Daisy Dukes for White Boy Summer?
David Duke? Don't know David Duke.
Hey, his channel just got removed from YouTube, by the way.
Daisy Dukes? Yeah, absolutely I would.
I mean, Ron Paul
Which are just chubbies, right? It's just like, basically, first of all, those weren't Daisy Dukes. Those are like old man shorts that they have at like fucking Hamricks and shit. But yeah, like he, by the way, killer. I love that dude. Like that is such a absolute alpha fucking move for him to do that.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care at all, man. Ron.
And yeah, I would definitely wear those.
And the scorpion glasses, like the Macho Man Randy Savage glasses.
The Pit Vipers? Fuck yeah,
that's
dude.
what they are. Pit Vipers. I think from now on, all libertarians should wear Pit Vipers, even when it's like dark outside.
Yeah. I wear my sunglasses at night. It's like that song.
It is like that song. Hey, my mom.
By Cardi B.
My mom just figured out how to do a screen chat by paying money. That was pretty funny. My mom's in the chat, by the way.
Oh, very cool. Hello, Mrs. Smith. I love you. Both of your sons, Josh and Dave. Good guys.
It's so funny that, like, I made a post on Twitter once. I was like, yeah, Dave Smith's actually my brother. And like so many people have been like, hey, Dave Smith's your brother? I'm like, no, dude, not even close. Way darker.
If you said he was, you probably would have won the chair race.
I may have, you know what I mean? Are White Claws big gay?
I have no idea. I mean, I've never had one. I don't know how to speak on them.
You've never had a White Claw before?
I'm straight edge, doggy.
Oh, damn. I probably should.
Dude, you asked me if I was in a hardcore, bro. I told you, man. I'm an OG, bro.
There was plenty of us drunk hardcore kids, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nailed to the X, sir.
No, I thought I was straight edge for a while too, man. I did. But you're like, how long have you been straight edge? Long time?
16 years.
Oh shit, yeah. That's not going to change.
So I just can't comment on White Claws. I'll just say I thought it was a female drink. So gay, I don't know. It's for women. I will tell you, women can't be gay.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking the claw, man. You know what I mean? So Are you like one of those straight edge people like Earth Crisis who goes around and like punches pregnant women they're smoking and stuff?
No, that sounds like Antifa.
There's like a legit video of the lead singer of Earth Crisis doing something like that from back in the, I don't know, probably late 90s or early 2000s or something.
Carl Freya or something like that.
I don't remember his name. I liked Earth Crisis, but I wasn't like super into Earth Crisis. But what generation of hardcore brought you in?
Like like early 2000s.
Okay, nice.
Kind of.
I
mean, that's not like my favorite shit, but that's like when I got into hardcore.
Sure. Yeah, my first hardcore album was Black Flag Damage, but I'm old, man. You don't gotta.
Great, good stuff.
Yeah, I'm like 38.
So. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, I made a tweet about this because I found this out. He didn't really punch that mirror, you know.
What? Who?
On the cover.
He actually didn't punch the mirror?
No, because there's that meme that was going around that was like, just found out that something blank, and it's like someone's fist punching a mirror. Like the picture is just some random fist punching mirror. It's like, just found out about this thing or whatever. So I posted the Black Flag Damage cover, and I just said, just found out that he didn't actually punch his mirror, which is true. That they broke the mirror with a hammer. He put his fist up against it, and they used like red food dye and corn syrup. I know, oddly enough, or something. It was corn syrup. And they just had him hold his fist against the spot they broke with the hammer. He didn't actually punch the mirror, but it's like Henry Rollins is like a legit tough ass dude who actually does wild shit sometimes. It doesn't even seem that unbelievable. Like you wouldn't just punch it.
Have you ever seen any of his spoken word or his like stand up shit that he does?
Oh, absolutely, I have.
Oh my god!
Not in many years, but for sure I have. I used to be all about that.
He's talking about how he knocked himself out on stage. Did you ever hear that one?
No, I don't think so.
He was at some big festival in like South America, and he started getting into it. And he went to do one of his jumps, and then he's like, and then all of a sudden I was like, my knee hurt and my head hurt, and I was like, ow. And then I realized I had just knocked myself out in front of an entire festival on stage. Dude, oh my god! Could you imagine watching Henry Rollins just like jump and knock himself out on stage? That'd be the funniest thing. I don't know why that would be so funny.
Maybe you could get him to do it at the Libertarian National Convention once the Mises Caucus takes over.
Dude, if we could get,
it'd be a lot cooler than fucking James Weeks dancing naked.
But I'd rather have it'd be cool to have Black Flag with Henry Rollins playing at the national convention. But it'd be even cooler to just have him come up and play Liar over and over and over again. Like the Henry Rollins band. You know what I mean?
I don't know how. Yeah. I have no idea how what his deal is even. I just don't know. I don't know if they'd even be like down with that. Like because I know the Dead Kennedys are like Joe Biden supporters, and they tweet out like they retweet Kamala Harris like everything she tweets. So I don't know what Black Flag has got going on today. Maybe they're cool.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of hardcore guys that have are like libertarian. I mean, a lot of them. And Henry like rides the line. You know what I mean? The
name is Black Flag. I would hope they'd be anarchists, but I know that's not like the case. I don't believe.
Yeah, he definitely rides the line. I've seen him kind of crisscross on a bunch of issues. But yeah, that's the era that
I feel like he's the hardcore version of Joe Rogan, where you just can't tell where he stands politically because anyone he talks to, you can kind of you can take away any belief from him.
Sure. Yeah, and that's true. That's true. But yeah, Black Flag was, like one of my first hardcore albums I ever bought. But then I loved Comeback Kid and that era.
Oh, fucking love Comeback Kid, dude. Turn It Around. That is my jam.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I mean, I don't even know, dude. But all the way up, there was just a band not too long ago. God, why am I going to forget their name? They put out like 1 4-song EP. What the fuck was their name? But the song was called The World's Empty. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it a newer band? If so, I don't know.
It was sort of newer. It was probably like maybe 10 years ago. They put out like 1 4-song EP. Oh man, I'm gonna put it in the show notes.
Oh, Backwards. Yeah.
No, yeah, Backwards. Hey, Eric July, shout out, dog. They're rap. That's rapcore, man.
Dude.
There's a couple bands that pull it off. They do all right. I listen to
every libertarian band is just like it's like the literally like libertarian to alt rock pipeline.
Oh man! Shout out to Jordan Page. Sorry, buddy. I like Eric's music though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's tight for sure.
And then you got Phil Labonte, who I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Do you know who Phil is? Do you follow Phil at all?
From All That Remains?
Yeah.
Yes.
I liked all of the rants. There was like a whole...
I don't think I followed him, but he liked one of my tweets the other day, which was, I was like, oh, well, you should just follow me so you can retweet me to all your followers and have me radicalize them.
Yeah. Well, I played in a bunch of metalcore bands, so I liked metalcore too, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah. I love metalcore.
One of my best friends for a long time was Scott Deneau from Bleeding Through, the guitarist from Bleeding Through. It was like one of my really
Oh, fuck
good
yeah.
friends.
That rules.
I used to hang out with him all the time. I was always trying to start a band with him, and he's like, oh, I don't know, Like,
yeah. I don't know if this conversation is interesting to the audience, but we could talk about metalcore albums too. We could talk about how fucking awesome Bless the Martyr, Kiss the Child is by Norma Jean. It's like the best metalcore album of all time.
Dude, and it's Christian. I mean, it's Christian.
I know, it's
metalcore,
awesome.
Dude. But I used to listen to so many Christian metalcore bands too, like Zayo and Haste the Day.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean,
Symphony in Peril, that's a fucking really good Christian metalcore band.
Oh, yeah, dude. Did you ever listen to Beloved?
No, I never did.
Oh, man, that's so cool. Anyways, sorry. Now we're just like totally boring everybody. They're like, I'm watching the viewers just like drop. They're like, oh yeah, we're out of here. Oh, somebody asked me what instruments I play. I play bass and drums, and I sang in a lot of bands, mostly singing stuff. But my mom just calls it all screamo.
Nice.
Let's see. Is there any more good news topics we can talk about?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been on the timeline much today or checking the news, so I don't even know what's going on.
Are you much of a news guy?
Not at all.
Oh, we could talk about The Wall.
By Pink Floyd, great record. Super good.
No, The Wall that Joe Biden is deciding on whether he's going to continue to finish or not at the Mexican border.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, very cool stuff.
Would you say that the leftists are the most hypocritical people in the world?
I don't know, because I mean, I want to say yes, of course, but well, two things. Pointing it out doesn't stop them, and I just feel like it's like the what if the roles reversed type trope at this point. But I mean, I also do have an impulse to just get so angry at just inconsistent shit like that. You know, I guess it is the autism where you just, when someone's being inconsistent, you're like, but you just said, and I know it doesn't, like, they don't care. They hate you and it doesn't matter, but it still does drive me, like, I'm not gonna lie, it does fucking piss me off to see where people will 1 second say this and the next second completely hand wave it away. That being said, dude, another huge hypocritical thing. I think I'm more critical of the right just because that's where I consider myself, and that's where I'm from. And I just don't care what the left does. Like, they're almost just like the enemy no matter what, but I kind of want to save a lot of the right. And the thing I'm working up to is the fucking don't tread on me flag next to the thin blue line flag shit. Like, that's fucking, I don't know if hypocritical is the perfect word to describe that situation, but that shit fucking, like, I can't stand that shit.
Well, yeah, because
conservatives need to fucking reject the cops. Like, it has to happen. They are not on your side. They hate you. They are going to arrest you. They're going to create task forces to enforce all the shit that you stand for. Like, you have to be an anti-cop. You have to. Like, it's just it's an imperative thing. Like,
but Steven Crowder told me I could be both, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fucking socialism's evil. Changed my mind. But by the way, the police department's not socialism because they're like a hockey game. It's like a hockey game and they're the refs. And yeah. And I'm Canadian, so fucking I love hockey and whatever else his stupid shit was.
Yeah. Is Steven Crowder Canadian? Jesus, I didn't even know.
Yes,
that.
you didn't know that?
Fuck. I should have known. I should have
fucking all known. The biggest alt-right, like America fucking people like that are like Canadian, like Lauren Southern and Steven Crowder and Stefan Molyneux. I'm not like hating on them specifically. I'm just saying it's funny how they're all Canadian. And Gavin's Canadian too.
Good hardcore music from Canada though, man.
What are some good Canadian art?
Well,
Go It Alone. Go It Alone's from Canada, right?
Comeback Kid is also from Canada.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, hardcore. And they're so. Anyways, we're gonna stop talking about hardcore music. Me and you are gonna break this down one day. We're gonna do a Patreon special for anybody who wants to watch hardcore stuff.
Dude, we could just review like hardcore albums, or just go over the best hardcore albums of a genre or an era. Excuse me.
We literally.
We can break down like the best metalcore albums from like 2010 to whatever, like the best hardcore albums from like the 90s. Go over like Judge and shit like that. That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm down for any Judge, Burn, Dead Guy, all that stuff. Hey. Do you think that Jordan Peterson should play the Red Skull in the next Captain America movie?
Man, well, There would be, first of all, there'd be so many funny memes to come out of it, and just for the timeline, it'd be a really, if he didn't do it, there wouldn't be anything funny about it, I guess. So sure, but also Reddit or Marvel movies are super cringe. So, and I kind of like Jordan Peterson to an extent. So I don't know.
Do you think that the Marvel movies are more cringe than the DC movies?
Oh, I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know. I wouldn't know the difference if they were on. Right? I just meant like that whole cape shit thing.
I actually liked the DC movies until this guy started attacking me as a sexual abuser out of the blue. You might be familiar with what the hell is his name again? Anyways, but then we found out that he was actually had exposed himself to a minor through his bedroom window. Richie Castaldo.
Richie Castaldo.
Yeah, and then we found out.
He's like a balding urbanite bug man.
Yeah, he's such a bitch. He's what we like to call a bitch ass libertarian. He's like I'm a libertarian, but we should vote for Tulsi. Come on, guys. And then he's like, oh yeah, you're a sexual abuser. I'm like, just drop any proof. This should be really easy, man. If you got any of that shit, you know what I mean. And then we go and look at his background, and he's got exposing himself to a minor through his bedroom window, and he's like, oh well, what happened was this kid was really nosy and came over and looked in my window, and I was
like, I'll give you something to look at. Yeah. So I started jacking off in front of him.
And then I'm like, buddy, you don't get arrested, charged, and convicted for someone coming and peeping in your window, bud. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So I thought that was
but to be fair, he was just trying to appeal to the Libertarian Party base that we have now. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I thought it was funny. So, but he's all like big on this DC, this huge DC Snyder Cut thing, and it like just completely. I don't even want to watch the Snyder Cut. I actually liked some of the Justice League stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not even gonna fucking watch this now. Like, it's ruined for me forever. This guy who likes to expose himself to minors is a big fan of this, so I'm just not gonna do it. But whatever, you know.
So I haven't, to be fair, I haven't seen like any Marvel or DC or any of that movies, except the one caveat is I obviously saw Joker, but that's only because it's, Black Panther for white people.
It's totally Black Panther for white people. My God. Oh man, I love how as soon as that movie was done, everybody's like, "Oh, this movie emboldens white supremacy in this country." And I'm like, I think it was like a biopic on mental illness, but that's cool, whatever,
Hell yeah.
But anyways, man,
maybe that's why I related to it so much.
Yeah, well, I think that's why a lot of us related to it. And us Mayo guys, we're all mentally ill, right?
True.
But anyways, man, hey, we're at an hour, dude. Why don't you tell
very cool.
Why don't you tell these wonderful people where they can find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Neoconremover _ at the end.
Oh, that's
because right. I had to do that. You can go to boys.town for some really great off Twitter content. And then you can go to gayobamapizza.com for some merch. I put out a new shirt today.
Did you put out a new shirt?
Yeah. It's an I Hate the Antichrist shirt with Bill Gates on it.
Oh, I'm going to have to get it. My girlfriend will probably have to get it. The funny thing is, the first time I tried to order from your site, I accidentally ordered a small shirt. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not a small guy. Right, and so
the perspective makes it hard.
Yeah, I'm like 6'2", 235, right? Like I'm a pretty big guy, and so I gave that one to my girlfriend and ordered another one for me. So now we have matching Rothbard Enemy of the State shirts. So
very cool, love it. Well, that's cute couple goals.
Yeah, I mean if you're gonna have
I'm 6'2" as well. Next time we should try. I'll go to the LNC. We can corner Sarwork and just stand eye level with him and eye level with each other, but then just T-pose on him. Just be like a whole head height taller than him, back him right into the corner.
But you should wear the mask though, because that would just make it all that much better.
I'm gonna wear a mask the whole time for hours without taking off and coughing to it, and then come up behind him and just put it right over his face, like Hitman style. Dude, the game Hitman, not the
yeah. Minecraft Hitman.
Agent 47, that's what I mean.
Well, shit, man. Hey, I really appreciate you coming on. Definitely go follow this guy on Twitter. If you're not following him on Twitter, you're literally missing like 1/3 of the best part of all of the whole entire website. So definitely get on there and check him out. Buy his merch. It's really, really cool, man. It's like buying band merch, but it's for Austrian economics, which is pretty awesome. Most of his stuff, at least. Definitely. So Boys Town. See, for some reason, I thought your Boys Town was actually. I thought that was a Substack, but that's its own site.
It's its own thing. We just built it ourselves. So whenever we get all of us have been taken down from Twitter. So it's a place to go where you can kind of backlog your content and have like an alternative posting platform.
Oh, sick.
And it's a lot of stuff I post there. Some stuff I just wouldn't post on feed.
Well, shit, man. Hey, dude, definitely go buy this guy's stuff. Definitely read your stuff. I've actually read some of your stuff. It is extremely entertaining, man. I mean, honestly, don't go there if you're a bitch-ass libertarian and you're going to hate it, but it is pretty funny.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Greatly.
Hey, man, thanks a lot for coming on. We'll check you later.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. That was Neoconremover. He came on and did a live shitpost for you all. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, don't forget that we have this awesome contest going on my Twitter. If you want to win yourself a free Break the Cycle t-shirt, there's 2 of them we'll be giving away, and 1 year subscription to the Patreon level mug club. The mug is awesome. I'm not going to tell you what it is. When the people start getting it that have joined the mug club already, I think we got like 15 of them that have joined the mug club already. They're going to love it. I promise you. Check out lorenzotti.coffee for all your Italian coffee needs delivered directly to your door. It's good stuff. I promise you. I wouldn't lie to you. Use BTC at checkout for a 10% discount. Toplobster.com. The man for all your graphic tees and hoodies. Of course, you can order from his website. I have an entire line there of Break the Cycle stuff. You can use BTC at checkout for any of his gear for a 10% discount. It also goes to help the show. But also check out Neoconremover's store, Gay Obama Pizza, I think. I can't help but laugh every time I say it. It's really cool stuff. I do not have a discount code for you there. Just buy it at full price. I promise you it's good stuff. And also anthemplanning.com for all your emergency and crisis planning needs. Again, Amy, the owner of Anthem Planning, will be on the show on Wednesday. In fact, let's see. We got Hotep Jesus on Tuesday. That's going to piss some people off. I'm very excited about it. And then Amy Lepore from Anthem Planning on Wednesday. And then, of course, the vice presidential candidate for 2020 from the Libertarian Party, Spike Cohen, will be on the show on Friday. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that he doesn't bring his hairy nipples, but he may. You just never know. Yeah, man. Good show. A lot of fun. I love that guy, man. Like, seriously, he's like, or whatever he is. They, them. But so I will see you guys Tuesday for the Hotep Jesus interview. Until then, don't forget to break the cycle.
Due to legal reasons, I just have to explain. The lyrics of my last song may seem to contain a violent call to action in the verse and refrain, but I just meant it in Minecraft. The helicopter part was in reference to GTA 5 and the things you do. So any violence you commit, I am not an excuse, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Well, Chipper is my friend and he's constantly cold. Accusations of incitement getting totally old. Make your own choices, yeah, you have control, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Obviously, I would never advocate force, unless there's due process and a trial, of course. And if you're convicted, we will make you a corpse in Minecraft, just in Minecraft. Nothing I mean, you know it. No product dinners, get some clothes from COVID.